Hey, Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Tuesday. It is October 7th. I hope you guys are having a really good day today. I will be pulling messages from both Tarot and Oracle decks. Just a disclaimer, if you guys hear any wind blowing in the background, that's my fan. I do apologize if you guys can hear it. We are getting to the end of summer and we are in fall. So the weather is kind of like weird in Canada. Those who live in Canada know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you get it, you get it, right? So I do apologize if you guys can hear it, but I hope that you guys can hear me. And I'm very loud enough or clear enough. But hopefully this doesn't last too long because, again, the weather is getting cooler. So I'm hoping by that time when it gets cooler, I'll just be able to just not have any fan on. But anyway, let's get started. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? Please give the collective clarity and understanding. What extra messages do you have for the collective at this time? Spirit, what extra messages do you have for the collective at this time for October 7th? What does the collective need to know for October 7th, please and thank you? Oh, thank you. So, it's funny how I just did a reading like earlier just now, a tarot reading, and there was something about community that came up when it comes to past life. Okay, past life energy, past life recognitions, and things of that matter. Okay, so when it comes to community, home, celebrations, gatherings, stability, there is something about Venus in Aries energy. Again, because we are in the full moon in Aries, whoever has Aries placements, this could be very significant for you, especially when it comes to love, right? Like how you can, I guess attract and what it is that you want as well. So you could be taking action when it comes to that, but also just to keep in mind that it is also going into Aries and Taurus. So there is something about wanting to ground yourself too, okay? Again, when it comes to community, celebration, harmony, like I said, stability, financial stability, you guys could be stepping more into this. Fourth house talks about parents and guardians. Even when it comes to like roots, family, inheritance, there's something about that energy, okay, where it says I can, okay? So there is something about you stepping away and having your own stability, okay, having your own community, creating your own home is very significant. I feel like there's somebody out there that you could be creating your own home within yourself, and that is attracting other people to come home as well as a community, if you guys get what I'm saying on a spiritual level. Okay, so take what resonates with that. It's like somebody's coming home to themselves and coming home to their community. Yeah, Ace of Wands showed up again. Okay, so for some of you guys, this is inspiration. Okay, being inspired at this time when it comes to your finances, your passion projects, your career. Okay, starting something new, but also being enthusiastic about what it is that you're doing. Okay, there's something about new energy that's very significant too. All right, some of you guys have King of Cups energy. You guys are wise. This is about philosophy, healing. Some of you guys are counselors, and again, you guys could be transitioning into this energy, again, like I said, with the full moon. And for some of you guys could have also Scorpio placements too. So there is something about stepping into something that emotionally fulfills you, right? Not stepping into what makes you money and makes you money, quickly, or what makes you money only but makes you tired. There's something about you stepping into fulfillment where it makes you happy, but then it also makes you emotionally happy and also financially successful. Okay, so King of Cups is very significant for some of you guys. You guys could be wise counselors. But again, it's what you feel, okay? You could feel like there's something to do with balance, right? Being an advisor and also having wise advice to give to other people as well. And you could be someone that is very devoted in what it is that you do, okay? For some of you guys, Moon in Cancer is very significant. So you guys could be feeling bored, okay? Feeling discontent, feeling, just feeling like you just don't belong. Okay, from one Cancer to another, I understand this energy. I'm not feeling like this, but I understand as a Cancer sun, and who can understand a Cancer when it comes to like the energy of the moon and just your mood is changing like this. It doesn't mean that you're moody. It doesn't mean that you have, problems with your emotions. It just means that we're tied to the moon. Okay, we're tied to the moon, so we look at life differently, and we can also process things a little bit quicker and kind of heal a little bit faster because we are going with the moon cycle. The moon is always changing, where the sun doesn't change. The sun is the sun. The sun will always be the sun, but the moon will always change, right? So there's something about, maybe with the moon cycle, you guys could be feeling this energy. It could feel really heavy. You could feel like you don't want to be around people. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to basically waste your energy. So it almost feels like people could be coming towards you with cups, and you're just like, it's just stay away from me. Like that energy where it's just like, I'm busy. I'm trying to focus on me. Okay, I'm trying to like motivate myself and put myself in a better situation. It's almost like you're kind of leaving people behind. You may feel this, like you could leave people behind because you realize that you have the ambition to do what you want to do. You can tell people all you want, like, hey, I think you should do this, and I think you're really good at this, or somebody will tell you something and say, I want to do this, and you're like, oh, do it, and they don't do it. So it's almost like you guys are removing yourself from things that make you feel indifferent, okay, or discontent, and you guys are stepping into something more prosperous, okay, because we also have here Nine of Pentacles, right? So something about you guys harvesting something, waiting for results, growth, progress, perseverance and patience, planning. Okay, there's something about growth in a relationship, and there's also something about long-term financial growth as well. Saturn in Taurus is very significant too. Maybe you have Saturn in Taurus. There is something about wanting to maybe step into, again, because Saturn talks about responsibility and discipline, right? So for some of you guys that have Taurus and Saturn, it may be really hard for some of you guys, because Taurus is also like very stubborn, and Taurus only moves when Taurus wants to move. And trust me, I understand, because I have Taurus and Mars, and a lot of people think that Taurus and Mars is a really bad placement, but I feel like it works for me personally. And those who have Taurus Mars totally understand what I mean. Once you do the inner work, you understand yourself so much more better. So there is something about you guys learning about your Saturn in Taurus. And also when it comes to grounding yourself, taking responsibility, when it comes to like progress in a career, financial growth, and things of that matter. So you guys could be planning and waiting, okay? But you guys could be also receiving achievements for this, okay? Success for this. Independence is very significant. So again, when it comes to material security, like again, I said you guys are stepping away from that, and you guys are stepping more about what fulfills you, okay? Even if it does fulfill you, it's still bringing in some type of, financial security, material security, okay? Transformation, like I said, death. So letting go, like I said, when it comes to like material, and when it comes to planning, when it comes to material security, okay? So like I said, this could be money, this could be anything. For some of you guys are releasing and letting go, or you guys are also transitioning and changing, okay? There's something could have ended. So someone could have ended something, or you could be planning or going towards ending something, okay? Obviously take what resonates with that. Okay, yeah, we have the Lovers, okay? So it's either you guys are letting go of situations when it comes to the Lovers, or you guys are releasing and letting go, going through a transition or a transformation where you guys are going into the Lovers energy. Okay, this talks about unions, partnerships, and even when it comes to choices, balance and unity is very significant. Some of you guys are joining forces with someone else. Like this is about joint finances. Again, this is collaboration and harmony. So again, when it comes to that, you guys are maybe stepping into that, right? The Five of Swords also wanted to show up, okay? So there is something about conflict, okay? Stress, arguments, okay? Venus in Aquarius is very significant. Like I said, there's something to do with change. So even if you guys had like a disagreement with someone in your energy, it's all in the past. Okay, this could have been someone that you were trying to maybe have like a partnership with, or something to do with, like, again, like this could be communication, a partnership, business, but there could have been something to do with like manipulation. Okay, there could be something to do with bullying as well. Like you could feel like there's people in your energy too where they could felt like they could have been bullying you, or they thought that they bullied you, but that's not the case. Okay, and this is something that you guys are removing yourself from. Okay, you guys are releasing and letting go. So some of you guys could also have Venus in Aquarius too. Okay, yeah. Action, being, yeah, speed, action, taking action. Focused. Okay, some of you guys are, like I said, you guys are releasing and letting go of the past, and you guys are focusing on what it is that you want. Okay, so when it comes to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, 1212 is very significant, or 1221, and 1122 is also significant. But there's something about you receiving, either you taking action and releasing what no longer serves you, so that you can step into what fulfills you. Like I said, independence, leadership, whatever that might be for you. But there is something about taking action. So this could be you or someone else in your energy when it comes to heart chakra. Okay, so Spirit, give me one more message, please, when it comes to the collective at this time. Yeah, so some of you guys, right, depending on your situation too, there could have been this Eight of Swords energy, like releasing and freedom. You guys are releasing and letting go, especially when it comes to feeling restricted. Okay, some of you guys could have felt this energy in the past where you felt restricted, you felt imprisoned, and now you guys are moving, like I said, into this leadership energy. You guys are releasing and letting go. And again, because we are in the full moon in Aries, that could be very significant, right? You guys are being more disciplined. You guys are having more focus. You guys are protecting yourself, especially when it comes to stepping into your own authority. And even when it comes to coming into control, okay, you are controlling your narrative. You're not allowing anyone else in your energy to control your narrative at this time, okay? So because of that, that's what's allowing you to move into what it is that you need at this time. I'm also going to get some inner child messages as well, just to see what shows up. Probably get like 1 or 2 cards, because just to get clarity. Lord, I almost dropped my cards. I don't know why I keep dropping my cards, or why they keep flying. But anyways, these 2 cards wanted to show up. So it says you do not have to go at it alone. Reach out for support in this time, okay? 43 is very significant for some of you guys. Like I said, 4 talks about parents, guardians, roots, family, things of that matter, especially when it comes to like emotions and foundations, right? Some of you guys are parents, and maybe you have children, or there's something about women, feminine energies, right? You or someone in your energy could be dealing with this, but there is something about past energy, okay? That's very significant. 3 talks about siblings, communication, travel, media, that stuff, right? So there could be something about some of you guys could be wanting to reach out for support at this time. If this is not like, physically, this could be like with the universe, right? Like spiritually asking the universe for assistance, okay? Connecting to eternity within, okay? So it says, let yourself be held by love, okay? So some of you guys, when it comes to connections with other people, and when it comes to love, you may have been in situations where people may have mishandled your energy, okay? They might have mishandled your heart, your energy. And so some of you guys have released a lot of this so that you can step into a more authoritative situations, like, you know, taking control of your life. You're not allowing anyone to, you know, tell you what you can and cannot do, right? Yeah. So some of you guys, when it comes to restoring the natural world, you guys are stepping into that. When it comes to restoring your planet, and restoring your planet doesn't necessarily have to be just, you know, giving back to the animals and stuff. This could be just you giving back to like the energy itself, right? Like praying to the energy, praying to Mother Nature, praying to the universe. And then for some of you guys who are like very grounded, like you have a lot of earth placement signs, there's something about you being in nature. So like I said, being around trees, being around plants, flowers, things like that, even using herbs is very significant. So yeah, some of you guys, when it comes to building your crystalline light, okay, some of you guys could be doing that right now. Okay, lotus flowers are very significant too. Like I said, when it comes to plants, right, you guys could be connected to a lot of like flowers, or you know, anything to do with earthing and grounding. Okay, yeah, so you guys have this free energy about you. There's something about you being a powerhouse. Okay, this is about your energy. Some of you guys are powerhouses. Maybe you might not see it or realize it, but you guys have a lot of this energy. Okay, you're very powerful, or some of you guys have stepped into your power, and there could be people in your energy who has felt this. Well, I talked about 1212, okay, but this is way too much, so I'm gonna shuffle again. Thank you. Okay, so this came out again too. This came out in my other reading, security. So 808 could be very significant. Like you could be seeing eights or zeros in general, but there is something about you wanting security in what it is that you have. Okay, so if you guys are building your own security, or if you're in like a partnership with somebody, there's something about maybe you guys were trying to build some type of security, and maybe you could be wanting to step into your own individuality and, you know, your own independence and create your own security because you are a powerhouse. Okay, there's something about you being a powerhouse. It's almost like, not to say that you don't need anybody, but it feels like every time you try to have somebody in your energy, it just feels like it's not matching, like it's just not connecting. You know, the music is not aligning with what you're hearing and what they're doing, basically. And that could be significant for some of you guys when it comes to your security. You guys are securing what it is that you are building at this time, what you guys are planting seeds and growing at this time. And that could be different for you because, again, maybe some of you guys, you guys are stepping into adulthood. You guys are releasing the past of yourself and learning to be more responsible and taking responsibility. Okay, but I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you at this time. And again, thank you for watching up until this point of the video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, love you so much. Have a good one. Bye.